Hare Krishna, my dear ones, Prabhus and Matajis. Good evening. Hello, and thank you for joining our deeper meditation. Ating part 2, but level 1 of course. Parehan ng meditation and yoga philosophy course. And yes, I don't know if this is the start of the week. Kasi hanggang ngayon, pala-isipan pa rin kung Monday ba yung start o Sunday. But yes, Hare Krishna, good evening, Adam Prabhu, Chaitanya Sima Prabhu, Jonah Mataji, Levi Prabhu, Karla Mataji, Moksha Lakshmi Mataji, Rolly Prabhu, K.D. Prabhu, McCoy Prabhu, Oliver Prabhu, Paolo, Rodel, Aika, si Milk, Riza, Shay, Navadip Chandra Prabhu. Thank you very much. You know the drill. We should be in the proper mood, in the mood of request, in the mood of humility in approaching our study ng ating meditation and yoga philosophy. So join me as we recite the invocation mantras. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vanchakalpataruvhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya evacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivashadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna sa mga bago nating. Yeah, R.A. Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ano pa ba? Thank you, si Aika. Hello. And yes, we are entering in our deep meditation classes. And now we are focusing on the 10 offenses to the holy name. So this is also coming from the scriptures. It is our guide in chanting the holy name of the Lord. And we know that there are 3 kinds of chanting. Alin tatlong yon? Namaparad, Namabas, and Sudanam. As neophytes, as beginners, that is our mood. Lagi tayong neophyte, but hindi tayo dapat tumambay doon. We should always try our best to rise above in that kanista or neophyte stage in chanting with offenses. So we should know this 10 offenses to the holy name. That's why when you attended yung mga initiation ceremony, laging 10 offenses yung dinidiscuss. Because this is our guide para we could step up further yung chanting natin, yung relationship natin with Krishna. This is not just particularly while we are chanting, this is particularly in our daily lives. But it will be an offense to the holy name if one did this. So if you could see and hear me clearly, isang like naman dyan, sound check, video check, and internet check. So yeah, nakikita ko. Thank you Carla for opening your camera. personalist ka. If you wish to open your camera, please do so. So we would have a deeper connection kasi we are entering our deeper meditation. So without further ado, we should also recite the 10 offenses to the holy name. This is the coming from Padma Purana, Brahmakanda 25.15 to 18. First offense, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic literatures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting process, chanting of the holy name, and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnav must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, which is Krishna Prema. So ano yung first offense? Natandaan niyo pa? To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the names or the name of Lord Vishnu. Third offense, ito yung memorize natin. So, 3 sentences na. Napakadali ng memorization natin per week, 1 sentence lang. Yung nag-aral kami sa India per day, minsan 1 or 2 mantras, Sanskrit and sa translation. Tapos may exam kami doon, 45 mantras with translation. Tapos bawal nakapikit yung mata, kailangan nakadilat ka. Di ba? Pag nag-memorize ka nun. Kaya kami na dyan basta magkaklase nun. Yeah. Third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. First off, kailangan natin mag-bonding kasi bira tayo magkita-kita. Although every day, pero in this class, kailangan natin mag-bonding. We will have a breakout room activity. We will divide you, this is randomly, into ilan ba tayo? Into 5 groups. So, 3-4. Ito yung question and everyone should participate. At least one suggestion or one answer each. Then once, one per group, kailangan mag-choose ng isang devotee who will present it. We will speak in the sa ating mic. So, we'll divide you. Ito yung question, what is the duty of a disciple or student to her guru? So, madali ba yung question o mahirap? So, let's break you out into how many? Yan, breakout rooms. 5 rooms. So, 3-4 mostly. Hindi, gawin na natin 4 rooms para tigli-5. Yan. Tapos, you need to join sa room na yon. You will see an option. Then, after that, pili kayo na kung sino mag-take down notes. Then, we'll present sa group. We will give you 10 minutes for this. Or hindi naman kailangan 10 minutes. Mga 8 minutes lang. Tapos, presentation. So, Gina, G. Type G nga kung okay na. G or like. Yan, wag may kan. Si Adam. Paano ba yun sa ano? Ganito ba yung G? Paano ba yung G sa mga ano? Yan. G. Gina Prabhu. Maingay sa gym. Sige, pwede ka mag-type naman, Oliver. Maingay dyan. Yan. So, yes, you should join. Room 1, room 2, 3, and 4. Tapos pupuntahan ko kayo. in each room. And just join. Okay. Nakita niyo na yung option? Awesome. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hindi ako makakapagsalita masyado. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hola.
Disciple sa kanyang
Okay,
sa kanyang
disciple.
guru. Oo.
Alright. Okay. Hello, we recently took the ISKCON discipleship course. So, medyo fresh pa. Baka nandito pa yung kodigo ko. Hindi. Pero parang on our own, ano bang duty natin to our guru? Ako na ba mag-take down ng notes? Nag-volunteer na ako.
Ikaw na
Para si Ada magsasalita.
No! Ikaw na mag-present. Please.
Gusto ko na mag-notes. Sige. What is our duty to our guru? So, spiritual master ba yung nilagay ni Guru Maharaj? Okay. Is to preserve the Dharma that has been passed down. Yes. Isa rin niya sa in-specify na we have to keep the parampara system, yung the descending order from the founder Acharya to the spiritual masters, like the Guru Maharaj, to the student, to the disciples. Kasi their lineage came from Krishna, so whatever they instruct is an instruction of Krishna himself. I like that. Ay. Nag-group natin si Radha Chan. Preserve the Dharma.
Hindi ko kayo nakikita. Yun. Yun nga dapat priority yung instruction ng guru. May mga instructions from other mga Siksha gurus. Pero yung guru siguro ang hindi siya dapat priority. Kasi di ba yun yung nando sa parampara system. Although pagbibigyan mo rin yung iba, pero priority may way naman para para ipihit or achieve ng hindi nakaka-offend.
So, yun yung sa akin. I think we have to trust them in terms of their instructions. So, ayun, I think that's also one of our duties, no, to follow instructions of our gurus. So, yeah, that's my input naman, Mata GRA.
Yeah. I'm taking notes na. Wait lang. Yun.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mother Moksha.
Kaya po,
Harbol. So, ang ano ko naman, kasi I read some time ago na basa ko, sabi nung guru ko, do not be too familiar with the spiritual master because that will be your downfall. So siguro yan ang pwede nating i-ano. Do not be too familiar with the guru.
Yes, okay po. Do not be too familiar with.
Too familiar, yes. Kasi, di ba, pagka lagi kang kasama ng guru, parang feeling mo parang you're one of them, ganyan. So, that should not be. You should maintain the distance. Okay?
Yeah. Siguro, Mother Moksha, I can add into that. Yung, always approach the guru with humility.
With humility, yes.
Yes,
with humility.
Yeah. So,
Hindi yung
always
parang approach ka nga. Kasi may mga, kagaya pag nagle-lecture, no? Nagle-lecture
Hare Krishna. Welcome back to Earth. Tingnan natin yung iba. Hello. Yes, you are back here. Welcome back to the Middle Planetary System. Ako galing kayo sa Heaven Planetary System. So, sino yung mga grupo natin? We have Room 1. Andun sila, Navadip Chandra Prabhu, Chaitanya. Room 2, sila Adam yun, sila John. 3, if I could remember it right, sila Riza, tama ba? Sila Paolo Rolly Prabhu. 4, sila Mother Moksha, sila KB. So, sino mauna? You can unmute. Nauna ba si RA kaya naka-unmute na siya? Yan, sige. RA Mataji, ikaw ba? Sino ba? Si Riza? Si Riza. Riza Mataji, okay.
Hi, Hare Krishna. So, my group mates are si Mataji, Shay, and Prabhu Rolly, Prabhu Rodel, and Prabhu Paolo. Okay, so we talked about yung duties and yung mga na-come up namin na answers is number 1, discipline. It's the duty of the disciple to practice discipline in his sadhana, regulative principles, and devotional service. Second is to inquire from the guru.
Okay.
So, make ka ng inquiries sa guru mo para to help you with your practice and your spiritual journey. And then, second is to follow the guru's instructions. So, pag nag-inquire ka na, follow mo yung instructions na bibigay niya sa'yo. And also, the fourth one is prioritize his instructions and directions. So, siguro, well, we talked about before dun sa disciple course na i-balance yung instructions and directions and your normal duty as but nabanggit na siguro like if let's say magkasabay or something, baka dapat i-prioritize mo yung instructions sa'yo ng guru mo. And then to perform or do a service for your guru to please him. Yun. So after ng inquiries mo and bigay siya ng instructions sa'yo, also perform a service for him in also being thankful na he's guiding you in your personal practice and also guiding you in your spiritual journey. So do a service for him, for your guru, to please him and to also to ease his life. That's it.
Yes, thank you very much, Riza Mataji and her group mates. Sila grupo mo? Yeah, sila Rolly, Paolo, Rodel, saka si Shay.
Rodel, Rolly, yeah.
Yan. Sige. Who's next? Let's see. You can raise your hands or you can unmute. Sunod. Yan. Si John and Mataji, okay.
Hare Krishna. So, my group mates are Levi, Bhakta Levi, Bhaktin Aika, and Bhakta Adam. So, our sharings were, as said by Bhakta Levi, to preserve the Dharma that has been passed down to us by our guru. So, it's like observing the parampara system. So, when we obey the instruction of our guru, And we are also obeying the instruction of our founder Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, and all the previous Acharyas because they came from the lineage of Lord Shri Krishna. Okay? Diba? As we follow the parampara system, and as said in Srimad Bhagavatam, our spiritual master is non-different from Krishna himself because as like our founder Acharya, he is an empowered representative of Shri Krishna. And sabi nga ni Adam, we have to be open heart and mind, to keep an open heart and mind to our guru because our guru is learned. We may have different opinions. Yes, we may have different opinions, but our guru is very qualified. Yeah? I think maraming natutunan si Adam from our from the yoga philosophy. Yeah, so just to confirm, sabi ko nga sa kanya that yes, our guru is very qualified, and I said in also in SB that our guru should never be disrespected. He is learned, he is qualified because he is non-different from Lord Shri Krishna. And sabi nga ni Bhaktin Aika, we have to do our meditation and to keep in touch with our guru. So it also comes with our surrender. Like sabi ko nga, the way I look at it, we have to surrender our heart to our guru. And we have to keep that transparency. We have to open our thoughts, our heart. That sometimes, even if the instruction may be difficult to follow, or it may go against what we have grown up with, we just have to trust that our guru is a learned man. He is from the lineage of Lord Krishna, and that he knows the best for us, like a real father. Yun lang po. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To group number 2, sila Adam, Jonah, Levi, Aika, and tama ba? Tama yan, no? Yes, ayun. Thank you very much. Who's next? Nimizi. Nabadip Chandra Prabhu. Nagtaas ng kamay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
So my group mate is
Ako, alam ko yung group mates mo. So,
yes,
ano
yes.
yan?
Oliver,
Tanya Sima. Oh, sige.
Oliver, Milka, and Carla, and Chaitanya Simha.
Oh.
So, what we have gathered is, sabi ni Oliver Prabhu, to obey the instruction of a guru and to see the guru as a positive role model. And sharing naman ni Chaitanya Simha Prabhu, should update our guru in our spiritual progress and establish a strong relationship with our guru, like a father and son or father and daughter relationship. And sabi naman ni Milka is to strive to study scriptures, ask questions that are not clear to us, and serve the guru the best way we can to help the guru and serve the Lord easier. Kumbaga, assist the guru and make the guru's duty, make the guru's service easier. And then, sabi naman ni Carla is be transparent and share even the struggles and challenges. So, share what we have learned to guru and not only keep it to ourselves. Ayan. And then, ako naman, ano ba sabi ko? Sabi ko, to inquire from the guru submissively and render service unto him. Yan.
So,
yan, be transparent.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Kung nakita nyo minsan, mina-merge ko doon. Dito lang tayo pwede mag-merge, ha? Hindi sa light. Mina-merge ko lang yung ibang answers ng iba kasi pareho lang or different terms. Thank you very much, Navadip Chandra Prabhu. And chat tayo si Carla, Oliver, and Milka. Nakailan tayo? May isa pa, no? Isang grupo pa. Yan, sila grupo nila Mother Moksha sa RA. Yes.
Hare Krishna po.
Hare Krishna.
Hello po. So, yung groupmates ko, si Prabhu KD, Prabhu Jess, Prabhu Makoy, and Mother Moksha.
Hmm.
So, yan po. So, yun na po usapan po namin. First is, we have to trust the instructions of our guru. Since lumapit tayo sa kanila, lalo na pag sila ay mga spiritual advisors natin, we have to trust yung instructions niya. And then, do not be too familiar with the guru. Ayun yung sabi ni Mother Moksha. I think it really applies sa atin, lalo na si Prabhu Radhacharan is parang ka-age lang natin, millennial monk. So, kahit na medyo ka-age natin siya, we should not be too familiar. I think kasi kapag nawawala yung guru and student relationship pag masyado tayong familiar, and we have to approach him or the guru with humility, and wag din daw yung masyadong parang mas magaling pa tayo kaysa kay guru, kaya nga siya tinawag na guru at tayo ang estudyante. So we have to approach the guru with humility, humble approaching. Then next po, to please our guru, we have to chant the Hare Krishna every day, finishing our rounds. Be Krishna conscious and take the works and words of Krishna by mind and heart. So, hindi dahil sinabi lang ni Prabhu na ito na yung natutuwa ako lagi sa sinasabi ng Prabhu na ito na Prabhu mag-chant na. So, yun. So, hindi dahil sinabi lang ni Prabhu kaya lang tayo mag-chant. It's because we really like it na gawin yun with our mind and heart. Next po, yung teachings ni Prabhu, isa sa buhay, and i-share natin siya sa iba. Yun nga yung lagi sinasabi ni Prabhu sa atin na it's not hindi lang through words but through our actions we can share yung teachings na sinishare sa atin ni Prabhu o yung tinuturo sa atin ni Prabhu through our actions. And yung next, bilang student and guru relationship, we have to participate pa din. Hindi siya yung one-way relationship. It is two-way relationship kung saan tayo din, katulad ng ginagawa natin ngayon, we are throwing our own insights kay Prabhu para nag-gauge din niya kung ano na ba talaga yung naiintindihan natin sa mga tinuturo niya. Ayun lang po. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much. Napaka-solid. And yes, I am your servant, trying to deliver the message of our gurus, Sri Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, Guru Dev, and our gurus. And yes, that is our duty, to be the messenger. Yeah. But like you all, I'm also trying and aspiring to become a proper disciple. Ay, napakaganda ng mga sharing nyo actually. Ang dami dito with wisdom and with from the heart actually. Dun talaga yun eh. We might learn a lot from just reading, pero pag in-apply na, nag-iiba na siya. And kapag may example na, tapos kapag may experience na, nag-iiba na. So thank you very much for this. We are trying to learn. We are moving forward. And we are learning much more. Kasi we will always be forever a student. Yan. So salamat daw. So ang ating third offense, mabilis lang gagawin natin. Disobey the orders of the spiritual master. So spiritual master is the Diksha Guru. There are two types of gurus, the Diksha and the Siksha gurus. The Diksha is those who initiate, the spiritual master. The Siksha guru, they are considered as the instructional gurus. Sometimes, yung Diksha guru will take two positions. They also give the instruction and then they initiate. The Siksha guru is those who are our mentors, yung mga teachers natin. They represent yung mga Diksha guru. And most, if not all, ng mga instruction ng Siksha Guru is also aligned with the Diksha Guru or may permission, may sanction. Naging ganon. Most of the time, the Siksha Guru will be the shock absorber. Ano yon? Kasi minsan, there will be changes or like sabi nga, you must trust the instruction ng gurus natin, Siksha or Diksha. Bakit tayo nag-approach sa kanila? Because we trust them. Diba? Bakit mo niligawan yung isang tao? Kasi you want to be in that relationship. If hindi mo pala gusto yung relationship na yun, dapat hindi mo pinasok yun. Same thing. But this relationship between Siksha and Diksha Guru with the student and disciple is eternal. Kasi ang usapan natin is eternal relationship kay Krishna. So, yung shock absorber na yon, minsan siya yung mag-say ng a little bit more adjustment, or minsan sobrang merciful ng mga gurus, Siksha and Diksha, they do bargain pa. They do bargain para, there are times na like Srila Prabhupada, you have to say yes sa request ng, baliktad nag-request yung estudyante, yung disciple. You just have to say yes kasi either way, hindi naman susundin nung disciple may sarili siyang gusto. It will just lessen. Kaya nag-say yes siya para hindi na makommit tong disobey the orders of the spiritual master. So madalas nag-a-adjust na lang yung guru. Or tatanungin niya ano yung gusto mong service. Of course, he knows. Minsan like, pag may anak ka, alam mong masusugatan siya, alam mong madidisgrasya, minsan hayaan mo siya madapa. It is not because they don't love yung child, pero gagawin pa rin naman niya yun eh. So minsan, kailangan natin matuto by experience. The first class intelligence, first class learner, they will hear and they will follow the instruction. Bawal ko ilagay yung daliri ko dun sa electric fan kasi masugatan ako. I'm too young, totoo kaya yun? Parang hindi naman. Second class learner, then nga na, masakit, di ko na ulitin. First class learner, okay dad, hindi na. Third class learner, paglagay mo ng isa, masakit try ko nga yung kaliwa, baka hindi masakit. It's a fool. So, same. So, yung shock absorber na yon yung Siksha Guru. Or yung mga mentors. Pero madalas, or all the time, connected dun sa Diksha Guru. Minsan, yung Guru, we are so fortunate to have connection sa Guru as our instructional and initiating gurus. Like what we have here in the Philippines, His Holiness Giridhara Guru Maharaj, previously Tamay Krishna Goswami Maharaj and other gurus, Narinanda Goswami Maharaj, they're in touch. They do call, they do have darshan, they make time actually. There are other gurus who have thousands of disciples that you won't have any chance to have personal interaction. It is not a disadvantage, but you will be taken care of sa mga Siksha Guru, yung mga senior God brothers, God sisters, with the sanction din ng gurus nun. But yeah, different scenarios. We are just fortunate that we could attend the classes, we could serve directly. So that is from their mercy. So sino ba yung mga gurus or spiritual master? There is the glorification of spiritual master. This is the Shri Guru Avastakam by Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. This is the song na kinakanta every morning in temple, 4:30 a.m. The first meditation is to offer respect sa Guru or the spiritual master. Our life is just like a forest fire. Wala kang takas. Birth and death, di ba? Without the knowledge, sa full darkness or forest fire, our desires left and right, puro material. Dami ng kaganapan, dami nangyayari. Dami natin gusto or hindi gusto. Still, this forest fire means hindi ka makatakas sa birth and death. Kahit anong gawin mo dito, kuha ka ng mga aeroplano, bumbero, kahit magbayanihan pa kayo, magbuhos dito, forest fire is forest fire. But the only savior, the only way para mawala yung forest fire na to is the rain. The first verse in this Guru Vastakam, the spiritual master is receiving benediction from the ocean of mercy, just as a cloud pours water on a forest fire to extinguish it. So the spiritual master delivers the materially afflicted world by extinguishing the blazing fire of material existence. I offer my obeisances, respectful obeisances, unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master who is an ocean of auspicious qualities, reservoir of benediction, because he's coming, sumagot, is coming from the line of disciplic succession, si Diva yun, to preserve it. Nare-receive niya yung blessing and he distributed the mercy, the bhakti, the seed of bhakti. Because everyone is burning in the forest fire. Wala nakakatakas doon. All the entities will be killed from exhaustion, from the fire itself. Yung mga crawlers, yung mga snakes, hindi sila makakatakas. Even umakyat sila sa trees, hindi sila makakatakas. So those are the forest fire. And the spiritual master is the one who will save us here. Imagine, wala Srila Prabhupada, walang si Guru Maharaj, walang si Guru Dev, walang devotees. Yung buhay natin paikot-ikot lang. Same thing all over again. Ups and downs, happiness and distress. And for what? Ikot lang tayo sa cycle of samsara or birth and death. So, because of their mercy, they distribute it. And they go beyond the call of duty. They don't retire. Kung makikita niyo yung mga gurus, they don't retire. Kung gusto niyo makita ng successful work ethic, tingnan niyo yung mga gurus. It's not on the currency of money. They save people. They don't just teach how to live your life materially. Spiritually, they save you. They will go beyond. That is the mercy of the Guru. They will travel intensively. They will have austerities, austere life, just for that. Like Srila Prabhupada, they have to go to the West alone just to save us. Imagine kung di nangyari yun, hindi tayo magkikita-kita rito. And a lot of changes sa society, plant-based diet, yoga, meditation, hindi siya basta-basta mag-boom without yung effort ni Srila Prabhupada and the devotees. And of course, our gurus, yung mga disciple ni Prabhupada, mga gurus ngayon, are traveling extensively, doing much effort. Second, chanting the holy name, dancing in ecstasy, singing and playing musical instruments. The spiritual master is always gladdened by the Sankirtan movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he is relishing the mellows of pure devotion within his mind. Sometimes his hair stands on end. He feels quivering on his body, and tears flow from his eyes like waves. I offer my respectful obeisances to the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. These are signs of ecstasy. It is not fake ecstasy. The pure devotees are trying to hide this, pero minsan makikita mo sila. Even Srila Prabhupada, makikita mo yung ecstasy nila. There's this one time, kaya I would suggest don't miss any class of Guru Maharaj. There's this one time nangyari yun. And other devotees also, makikita mo nyo rito. It's not for a show. They don't do this for a show. It is just a glitch na hindi nila mapigilan lumabas yun in public. But they're shy to do it, to show it in public. And they're dancing, relishing the name of the holy name. Sabi nga nila, don't trust a guru who doesn't dance. So they dance, they chant. Even Srila Prabhupada, with chanting the name of Krishna. Because this is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. This is the Dharma, the self-realization process in this Kali Yuga. Yuga Dharma, Harinam Sankirtan, is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. This will save the conditioned souls. And they lead yung ganito, yung mga spiritual master. This kind of service. This is Srila Prabhupada in the Ratha Yatra in San Francisco, dancing next to you have Lord Jagannath Baladev and Subhadra sa likod in a cart. Third one, the spiritual master is always engaged in the temple worship of Sri Radha and Krishna. He also engages his disciples in such worship. He dressed the deities in beautiful clothes and ornaments, clean their temple, and perform other similar worship of the Lord. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. So they do the worship. The chorus that Navadip Chandra gave, the little temple, worshiping the deities. Who heads this kind of services is the spiritual master, Archanam. And he engaged the disciples to do this also. So we are invited to do it in our own homes. And when you clean your home, when you clean the temple, it's called Mandir Marjana. Marjan is cleansing. And the very classic, sabi nga, pag naglilinis ka ng mga pots sa kitchen ni Krishna, sa temple, you're cleaning your heart, which is figuratively and physically nililinis mo nga. So this is Lord Chaitanya, a pastime where he leads the disciples, the devotees, in cleaning the temple. It is in Gundicha, Jagannath Puri. Gundicha Marjan. Ang dami niyan. Pati sa labas nakapila yung mga tao. They're getting water from the kunt na pasa-pasa na lang. And until now, every year ginagawa. I happen to participate to one Gundicha Marjan Festival. 2015 yata. Very nice, very wonderful. Tapos pupunta sila Lord Jagannath dito for 7 days. It's a depiction of si Krishna in Dwarka and Srimati Radharani is pulling them para bumalik sa Vrindavan. That's Jagannath Rath Yatra. Number 4, the spiritual master is always offering Krishna 4 kinds of delicious food, analyzed as that which we licked, chewed, drunk, and sucked. When the spiritual master sees that the devotees are satisfied by eating Bhagavad Prasad, he is satisfied. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. That is why it is not just offering, it's also by distributing. Sri Prabhupada coined that there are certain miles radius sa paligid ng temple that no one should be hungry. That's why we have Food for Life program. So we offer it, we relish, and we distribute it. And the spiritual master is so pleased. Number 5 verse, the spiritual master is always eager to hear and chant about the unlimited conjugal pastimes of Radhika and Madhava, and their qualities, names, and forms. The spiritual master aspires to relish these at every moment. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. So what's the object of meditation? Shri Radha and Krishna. They read, they encourage everyone to read. They discuss the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. They're not impersonal. They do the service, but they relish as well. Radhika and Madhava. Madhava is Krishna also. The qualities, the names, forms of Krishna. Number 6, this is very important. The spiritual master is very dear because he is expert in assisting the gopis, who at different times make different tasteful arrangements for the perfection of Radha and Krishna's conjugal loving affairs within the groves of Vrindavan. I offer my most humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master. Assisting the gopis, they are the manjaris. The gopis assist Srimati Radharani and Krishna. And behind the scene, yung much more personal, much more dear is yung mga manjaris. Just like pag may production, di ba? May concert, may pelikula. Mga main person yung nasa stage harap, and you have those who arrange it. Pero yung mga nasa backstage, yung mga nag-aayos ng damit nila, sila yung may very intimate. Sila yung mga manjaris. And the spiritual master is considered as manjaris because they are assisting very expertly how to serve Krishna. And ini-engage niya yung mga disciples how to serve Krishna and Radha. And in that way, we are assisting their loving affairs in Vrindavan. So the gurus is not in an ordinary position. 7, the spiritual master is to be honored, narinig to kanina, as much as the Supreme Lord, because he is the most confidential servitor of the Lord. This is acknowledged in all revealed scriptures and followed by all authorities. Therefore, I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of such a spiritual master, who is a bona fide representative of Shri Hari, Krishna. He is most confidential, just like the Manjaris a while ago. So he must be respected and honored, same as Krishna. But they are not Krishna. They will also say they are not Krishna. But as we serve the Guru, same as the spiritual master, same yung service din dapat natin sa ating gurus. That's how we serve Krishna. Number, sorry, na-miss ko yung 8. Number 8, I'll just read. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction. Kasi magkasama siya. Samahin natin. So, yes. Live keynote presentation. By the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the benediction of Krishna. Without the grace of the spiritual master, one cannot make any advancement. Therefore, I should always remember and praise the spiritual master at least 3 times a day. I should offer my respectable obeisances unto the lotus of the spiritual master. How do we pay that obeisances? We do bow down and we chant the Guru Pranam. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate. Your Guru's name, like example, Giridhari Swami iti namin niya, Tamoy Krishna Goswami iti namin niya, Dayananda Goswami iti namin niya. Those are the names. Then, after that, chant Srila Prabhupada or the Acharya's name. So 3 times, at least 3 times a day. One who, with great care and alteration, loudly recites this beautiful prayer to the spiritual master during the Brahma Muhurta, that is 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour before the sunrise, obtains direct service to Krishna, the Lord of Vrindavan at the time of his death. What a benediction, diba? Worshipping the spiritual master directly pleases Krishna. So the Guru's pleasure and displeasure. So this is during the pastime of Prahlad Maharaj. Very quick lang, we'll extend a little bit. Serving the Guru with devotion attracts the mercy and pleases Krishna. Whereas displeasing or offending the Guru causes great disaster. If one serves the spiritual master, automatically please Krishna because he is the great devotee in Krishna. We are aspiring to be servant of the servant of the servant. That means serving the Guru or serving the servant of the Guru. The more humble position we take, the more we please the Guru and Krishna. Whereas displeasing or offending the Guru causes great disaster. Ano to? That's disobeying the orders of the spiritual master. 1, minsan may combination, blaspheming the devotees. Minsan yung Guru to, who have dedicated their lives in propagating the holy name of the Lord. Sometimes may mga tao na would do not just one offense, but combination. This is the most dangerous position to be in this offense. Even hindi tayo nagkasalita. In the scriptures, it was mentioned if one is hearing the offense to the Vaishnava, much more to the Guru, one should cut very harsh. One should cut his tongue or leave the place, so it will not enter your ears. If one allows it, i-filter ko sa utak ko yan. No, it doesn't work that way. The vibration, the offense will come. And you are one of the accomplices. If you could remember in Mahabharat, Draupadi was pulled sa middle ng assembly. Tinatry siya ni Dushasan sa kanila Duryodhan, hubaran doon. And yung mga tao, wala nagawa. And nalusing yung hair niya. What did Krishna promise? He will make all the ladies, the royal ladies in that royal family, lose their hair also. Kasi mamamatay lahat ng mga asawa nila in the war. It is because they allowed the offense to a devotee to happen. So listening or being in a situation when one is blaspheming a devotee, disobeying the spiritual master, part ka ng offenses na yun. It is much more dangerous than going to a place na ginagawa yung four relative principles, yung hindi sinusunod yung four relative principles. Much more dangerous going to a place. It might be, they might look some like a devotee, wearing a devotee, pero doing this, walang devotion. Devotee means my devotion, but blaspheming and disobeying this order of spiritual master means no devotion. So it displeases Krishna. It is a great disaster. Just like what happened to the Kauravas. So during this time, si Prahlad Maharaj, buntis pa lang yung nanay niya, narinig na niya yung spiritual knowledge galing sa guru niya, which is Narada Muni. Fast forward, when Lord Nrsingadev killed Hiranyakashipu, tinanong ni Lord Nrsingadev, anong gusto mong benediction since you are my great devotee? Sabi ni Prahlad Maharaj, in a humble mood, I have been fallen in the hole of samsara due to the worldly association. My Guru Narada Muni accepted me as his own possession. So everything that success ng mga devotee, they always offer it to the Guru. They offer it to Krishna. When you offer it to the Guru or Shiksha Guru, then offer it to the Guru. They will offer it up until kay Krishna. That's the process. That's the process of our service. We don't take the credit. Even Srila Prabhupada, very successful. He is always saying, my Guru sent you to help me. And one time, tinanong si Srila Prabhupada ng isang reporter, are you the Guru of the world? Sabi ni Srila Prabhupada, I am the servant of everyone. And only by the mercy ng kanyang spiritual master, nangyayari yun. The Guru's position is in that level. Those who represent the Gurus, they might not be pure devotees also, but they have the pure instruction ng Guru. One time, si Srila Prabhupada have to initiate a lot of devotees. There is no time for him to chant kasi pag nag-initiate, nag-chant yung Guru dun sa same beads, tas ayun yung i-award sa disciple. He instructed yung disciple niya to chant on that beads, on those beads. And those disciples, nagulat sila, teka lang, Srila Prabhupada, we're not pure. Sabi ni Prabhupada, the instruction is pure, so do it. So same thing, we might hear coming from the senior mga God brothers, God sisters natin, senior devotees, instructions. If this is aligned Guru Sadhana Sastra, it's bona fide, we should follow. Same thing, we should not criticize, we should not disobey. Remember, we are not paying them. They are not getting something from us. They are just trying to serve the instruction ng Guru then. They will not put you into a situation na sketchy, na ikakapahamak niyo. That is the duty ng spiritual master. That is the duty of all the Siksha Guru. We might not understand because of our limited experience. If one thinks that we are, sabi nga, may nagsabi rin na, if one thinks that one is greater than the Guru, Siksha or Diksha, that is Maya. Even if one is really great, advanced in position, in spirituality, one should be respectful. Like Krishna obeyed his teacher, Sandipani Muni. Lord Chaitanya even obeyed Ishvara Puri. Si Krishna mismo nag-bow down sa elder niya, si Yudhisthira, because that's the etiquette. So in a humble mood, dapat yung way of thinking natin not to contradict. Kasi may ganun kind of thinking if you're studying the neuro-linguistic programming. May ganun eh. Laging tingin natin, ay hindi ako yan. Ay parang ayoko to. May tao na tingin nila is comparison. Ay pareho kami. So we must know and be aware how we think. What's the mood? In small ways, we might be considering the gurus as an ordinary person. That's part of this offense. And of course, disobeying the orders of the spiritual master. one should beg for the instruction ng guru. And also one should make his life, the guru's instruction, his life and soul. Sir Prabhupada one time in San Francisco, this is coming from the book Miracle on Second Avenue by Kirtanananda Swami. Nung nasa San Francisco sila, si Sir Prabhupada is, of course, in advanced stage ng age niya. And nagtataka sila, they're too young, nagtataka sila. Ano mangyayari kapag nag-pass away Sir Prabhupada? So, too young, too naive. Kirtananda Prabhu Swami asked Sir Prabhupada directly. Prabhupada, he tried to be, of course, as much as humble and respectful. But Sir Prabhupada, sabi niya, what will happen when you pass away? Then, Sir Prabhupada just cried. Sabi niya, may Guru Maharaj, he was no ordinary spiritual master. He says, why wiping away the tears? He saved me. Si Srila Prabhupada na yung nagsasabi naman. So there's a big etiquette that happened. We don't want to wish actually. We should not be attached with that. But yung mga spiritual masters, yung mga saintly person, sila yung window natin sa spiritual world. They will go to a better place, of course, madalas kay Krishna pa nga. Tayo yung may iwan. Mawawalan tayo ng window kay Krishna. We don't want actually to wish for this and much more to parang hindi makapagantay. It's a big offense to a guru when one disciple accepts another disciple without the permission kasi pinapatay niya yung guru. So if one studies yung Prabhupada stories, may mga gumawa na. Because of what? Because ego, they want to have followers. If one preach to other people, you offer it to the guru. That's the way. Hindi yung gagawa ka ng sarili mong grupo. So that is disobeying and disrespectful. You're like killing the guru just to get that position. And we must always think the guru, by the mercy of Krishna, the guru and the devotees saved us. We might have different opinions, sabi nga kanina. We might have different point of views in life. With our immaturity, sometimes we might be too upfront, straightforward. We might forget the etiquette and these offenses. It will be a cause for downfall. That's why we need guidance ng guru. Because the spiritual life is like a knife's edge or a razor blade. Pag nag-aahit ka, wanting inattentiveness pa din mong masugatan. So, we're having an overtime. Last keynote for slide for tonight. Ito yung purport ni Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur in a verse in Bhagavad Gita. And this is also one inspiration bakit tinuloy-tuloy ni Srila Prabhupada yung instructions sa kanyang guru niya. This is a duty ng isang disciple, lalong-lalo na if he is initiated. Of all kinds of intelligence, the best is intelligence focused on Bhakti Yoga. In Bhakti Yoga, one's intelligence becomes single-pointed or fixed in determination. One thinks the instructions of my spiritual master to worship the personality of Godhead by chanting, remembering, serving His feet, and so on are my only sadhana, my only sadhya, my only livelihood. I am incapable of giving up these instructions, either in the stage of practice or in the stage of perfection. They alone are my object of desire and my only responsibility. Besides them, I can desire no other responsibility, not even in my dreams. It is all the same to me whether I feel happy or unhappy, or whether my material existence is eradicated or not. This is the deeper relationship sa guru. And if one receives an instruction sa guru, a general, much more a personal instruction, magkakaroon ng purpose yung buhay natin. Iba siya. Some of devotees here received instruction. Iba siya. And we must execute it cooperatively with kindness and gentleness sa paligid natin. We should not be whimsical na deciding on our own, thinking na we're great. We should seek advice sa teachers, sa mentors. That is very important. Ano yung third? Friends, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Kabisado ba? Kaya kabisaduhin? So close your eyes, nakikita ko alam. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master, disobey the orders of the spiritual master, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. And in third offense, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. So may 3 offenses na tayong kinakabisado. This will be our guide. Hindi tayo dapat matakot, but we must be really careful. Hindi lang habang nagka-chant. In all spiritual practice, if one does this, right outside Krishna consciousness, it's a cause of downfall. That's why we don't practice the Mayavad philosophy. Mayavad philosophy is thinking, I am God. So yung nag-initiate sa kanya maging Mayavad, hindi na niya i-respect yun kasi he will think, I'm also God, you're also God, ba't kailangan ng ganitong position? So we will be forever in that relationship kasi we are, ano yung dharma natin? To become a servant. Not just that, to become a servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. Last, ano yung third offense? Yan, nakapikit pa si Teddy. The best memorization afterwards, nakadilat na. Diba? So, 3 sentences na. So, because of time constraint, we will not chant tonight kasi 8:15 na. But please, chant your rounds, finish your rounds. Please do an extra round or 2 or much more because today is Pandava Ekadasi. Kumbaga, iba yung naka-sale. Naka-sale yung chanting ngayon. You will get much more Krishna's connection chanting today. And yung mga Ekadasi, you can chant more. And if you have takeaways and questions, you can write in the chat box. Pero picture muna tayo, everyone. Please open your cameras and let's have a photo. If you wish to have this slide, you can let me know. Waiting for it. And thank you, Mother Moksha. You're so humble attending our class. Alam mo na si Mother Moksha is one of the most humble na devotee. Hindi pa ako buhay, devotee na yan. Yun yung level ni Mother Moksha. And still, she is being a role model to us in a humble position, attending a class na kasing edad ako ng mga anak niya sa Radhanet. Such a humble devotee. A perfect example for us. Yan, picture tayo, everyone. Yan. Asan si McCoy? Yes. Kasi lang. Yes, Hare Krishna icon. By the way, I'll be in Manila Wednesday or Thursday. Supposedly ngayon. Pero, may class kasi sa Ekadasi. Mayroon mag-drive ng naka-fasting. Smile everyone, count of 3 and 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. I'm always humbled and honored with your presence. I'm your servant, trying to serve and trying to be an instrument in the hands of the spiritual master. And may we be always be inspired to serve also the devotees in the spiritual master in a mood of surrenderness, humility, and seeking shelter sa guidance. Kasi our mind is always tricky. We can be thinking that we are advanced. Pwede lang maging advanced sa atin yung orasan mo. But we should be always in a humble position. In that way, the most advanced devotees, kung makikita nyo, the most humble sila. Ito yung mga example natin mga singers. Spiritual life and Krishna consciousness is the other way around. So yes, pagdating natin dito sa temple, pagtapos ng pandemic, makikirtan party tayo, sasayaw lahat. yung naantay yung sayawan, ito na yun. If you see my videos, saka mga photos, I dance like a madman. Yung mga devotees pag sumayaw sila, hours and hours in the end. So yes, if you have questions or takeaway, please, you can type. But if you need to go, please be Krishna conscious, finish your rounds. And attend tayo sa mga classes. Tomorrow, 5:30 will be Japa. 5:30 to 7. 7 to 8, continue pa rin tayo sa ating Srimad Bhagavatam. A deeper. If nabibitin kayo dun sa mga yoga philosophy or this lesson, Srimad Bhagavatam is much more deeper. Diba? Kanina ang usapan namin nun, malalim. Creation. Diba? Hindi namin alam kung paano ipapasok yung mga ibang jokes sa ano doon. Pero talagang, that's how Srila Prabhupada and how they presented the creation. We're talking about it, yung source ng light, saan galing yung creation ng Lord Brahma, bakit si Krishna is supreme. Exciting. And of course, don't forget 7 p.m. bukas, Tuesday, will be the Bhagavad Gita recitation ng chapter 3 with His Holiness Giridhari Guru Maharaj. So if you want to advance, kapag parang hindi ka na mag-ahon sa oras mag-type, hindi Jonah, mag-type doon sa sharing, pwede ka maganda. That's my secret. So 7 p.m. bukas. Sakit lang. Titignan ko yung breaking ng fasting bukas. Tomorrow's fasting is breaking ng fasting 5:29 to 9:48. From this, if you dry fast, pwede ka mag-break ng water, then slowly you can introduce others. If you fasted from grains and beans, or nag-water ka lang, pwede kang kumain. If you fasted no grains and beans, then bukas pwede kang mag-grains and beans. In these times. So even the fasting is in the calendar, in the scriptures, hindi fasting out of something lang. So this is spiritual benefit. Again, the goal, the essence of fasting is to chant more rounds. So si Rodel tatanong niya kung bawal matulog. If you can, it will allow you to work tomorrow still, if your body agrees to it, okay? If not, yung iba kasi magka-fasting, hindi matutulog, tapos bukas hindi sila mag-service, hindi sila mag-work, hindi sila magka-chant kasi pagod na pagod sila. So, it is not practical. We should be on the practical side. Balance side. The goal is to chant more. If you need to sleep, then sleep. I will sleep kasi marami akong klase bukas. Pero we make sure we chant. And another announcement, I'm having personally meetings with mentees. Hapon yon every day. So if you wish to, minsan kasi hindi ako nakapag-reply palagi. We have regular na mga Zoom calls, bonding, catch up. Then of course, there are darshan schedules with Guru Maharaj. If you're ready, if you wish to meet Guru Maharaj, we can arrange that. We can arrange kung ano mga pwedeng sabihin. Such a spiritual experience. So PM tayo. Maraming salamat. Ano yung third offense? RA, ano yung third offense? 2. So RA, can you hear me? Si Jonah. Ano yung third offense? 2. Ano yung third offense? To disobey the orders of spiritual master. So yes, ayan yan. Let us all be Krishna conscious palagi and be aware sa paligid natin that we are trying to serve in that position. Not to be on the political side, not to be on criticism side, not of course do this 10 offenses. This is to avoid the 10 offenses and not to do the 10 offenses. So I'm again humbled and honored with your presence. Please dream of Krishna tonight. Sabi nila, if you read, sabi ni Sri Prabhupada, if you read Krishna book in the evening, there's a big chance for you to dream of Krishna. And if you dream of Krishna, it's not a dream. And please help us to spread this Krishna consciousness. We've posted the Srila Prabhupada's books, bundles. You can just repost it. Ang daming nagiging devotee by just seeing Facebook posts. So let's save them from scrolling sa mga iba't ibang material world by makikita nila. If marami sila nakikita, uy, may books, they will inquire soon. They will attend class and they will chant with you for sure. So let's use this weapon. This is Krishna also. We don't have to shy away from the technology. This is also Krishna's energy, but we have to use it accordingly. So give the association in the internet, not just take it. Take yung associations levels. Maraming salamat. Hope to see you soon, personally or sa Zoom. But yeah, I will be either Wednesday or Thursday sa Manila. Bye everyone. Maraming RA, Navadip Chandra, KD, Shay, Oliver, Rolly, Adam, Jonah, Aika, Levi, McCoy, back to the Jess, Nick, Jonah, si Jonah ulit, Moksha Lakshmi Mataji, back to Paolo, back to Rodel. Paolo, usap tayo soon, ha? Mga mga silent na 16 rounders. And may mga next na survey and database tayong gagawin. Ipopost natin yun sa group chat. Hare Krishna.